for someone else's girl. Damn, it's nice girl.
I need that in my life.
Exactly.
Just like, no. What about your own life?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got Rue with me again. You guys might remember her from the other video that we did about
I think it was the dream guy. Or
yeah, something
like
about
that.
the right type of guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's back to offer some of her very valuable thoughts and stuff about what we're going to talk about today, which is advice to our younger selves. So this is kind of like a letter to our younger selves. If we were watching this, what we would say to ourselves so that we could be better people, or prepared and not worry about a lot of things that we were worried about as when we were younger. The first part that we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about our studies, our career goals and jobs and stuff like that. And when we're younger or when we're in high school, we're made to think that high school is like, you know, it's everything. Especially when we're in VCE in year 11 and 12, we're made to think that, you know, our ATARs are like, you know, gonna define us. But the truth is, it's literally just the beginning. After you leave school, there's so much pathways that you could go, and it's not always the same. Just because someone's going to uni doesn't mean they're going to be more successful than someone who didn't. And just because someone started their own business doesn't mean they're going to make more money than someone who did go to uni. So you guys need to realize what you want to do, and you need to be passionate about it. And you know, just because and if you're passionate about it, then all this other stuff is going to come after. So don't be focused about money and, you know, I need to go to uni just because my parents are forcing me to, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna say about your career goals and stuff. Base it on what you love and what you want to do, not what mom and dad's telling you or your teachers think that you should do.
So I totally agree. Focus on your dreams. Focus on who you are. Block off other voices that are trying to tell you that you're supposed to be something that you're not. Stick true to your character.
And the thing is, it's after you leave school, it's hard. Like, some people make it seem like it's easy, and a lot of people, like even me at uni at the moment, like I never realized how hard uni was. Like, everyone that's in uni makes it seem like it's a cruise, and then when you're in it, you realize the students crying, no one's sleeping, everyone's just dying and just stressed all the time. So you need to realize that whatever path you want to take, to be happy and successful in whatever it is, you're gonna have to put in a lot of work.
Amen.
And the fact that after you finish, jobs don't come easy. Jobs don't just drop out of the sky.
They don't just do that.
Yeah, and there's so much that goes into it, and you need to realize there's so many people after the same type of jobs. So you're gonna have to try to make yourself stand out in one way or another, even after with your degree. How many people each year graduate with the same exact degree?
And then jobs.
Yeah.
I've got to get.
Yeah.
Another advice that I'd give you, because I didn't learn earlier on, if you can, start working early so that it's easier for you to get into the workforce. Because I also had the mindset that a job was going to fall out of the sky and I could just have it. No, that is not the case. Start early. Position yourself early on in the workforce, so then you can have other opportunities to get your dreams.
And with me, like, I remember growing up, I'm like thinking I need to get a job, and my parents are like, no, we'll provide everything for you, whatever you need, just concentrate on your studies. And at the same time, it's all good to have your parents who want you to focus on your studies, but one way or another you're gonna have to learn what it is like, you know, being an adult, because sooner or later you're gonna have to grow up and get everything yourself. So the sooner you get there, the better, because even when you finish whatever you want to go into, people are always looking for some type of experience. No matter what it is, people always want more experience. And even if you're studying now or you're working, just everything is a stepping stone, right? If you want to get there, but you know all you can get is a job down here, just take it, you know. Just always concentrate on how to make yourself better, what you can do to like give you more experience, because that's really valuable, not just to you but someone like a prospective employer as well.
Relationships.
Relationships is a bit of
It's a big one. But what I can say is that have wisdom in what relationships you're choosing to get yourself into. It doesn't even have to be a love relationship. It's even your friendships as well. Because they play a huge impact in who you are and who you will become. So have so much wisdom in who you're keeping in your close circle. Because they could affect, you could have all these dreams and all these goals that you want to do, but if you're linked up to the wrong kind of relationships, those could hinder, like your relationships could hinder you from reaching those dreams. So I'll give the advice to my younger self: pick your friends wisely, pick your partner, love interest wisely,
because it all affects you in the long run.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, there's a lot of just be smart in who you choose. If you surround yourself with people who are successful, people who are ambitious and stuff, you're gonna want to continually be ambitious and strive for something or become a better version of yourself. But if they're people who are like low lives, who are like degrading you, then they're just gonna hinder you in the sense that they're gonna take away from you. And you need people that uplift you and feed you, not take away from who you are.
Everybody needs to eat, okay? Don't just be the feeder. They need to feed you as well.
So you need to be smart in realizing who's a real friend and who's not. And you need to realize that not everyone you meet who is a friend now is going to be your friend for life. Some people are literally just there for a season. Some people you meet at work, some people you meet at school and they're just your friend. But after that, they're just going to walk and they want nothing to do with you. So you need to realize who's really there, who really cares for you and who really wants the best for you. And it's not just there. There's people that you will meet, there's people I've met at uni that literally use you for money. There's people that I've met that literally, she knows. She knows. People are like, this person I met at uni who was like, oh, can you pay for this and I'll pay you back? And I'm like, yeah. And then like, can you pay for this and I'll pay you back? And I'm like, yeah. And then I realized that they were doing the same thing to other people. And then when you ask for it, I'm gonna get paid tomorrow. And you're never gonna get your money back. So just realize who's
eyes to see.
Yeah. So just. People are not always who they say they are. So you need to not believe everything that because people put on this facade and pretend to be something else that they're not, and you need to see through all of that.
And you should always have discernment. Every single time you decide to bring a new relationship into your life, be discerning of character. Okay? Yeah, our next one is
disappointment. And disappointment is a big thing because we go through it all the time. And when you're growing up, we want to do a lot of things, and at some point we realize that, life doesn't work that way. Like, I know, like, a lot of people, like, when I leave school, in the next 3 years, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be driving like a Ferrari.
Lamborghini. Maserati.
Yeah, or like, I'm going to finish school and get a job into this company, and that it doesn't happen. Or when I finish school, I'm going to get into this uni and it doesn't happen. So you guys need to realize that disappointment is a part of life. But at the same time, just because something doesn't go your way doesn't mean that that's the end of it. There's always different paths that you can take, and disappointment is only there to make you stronger, to make you tougher, to make you realize, is this thing that you're after really what you want? Because if it is, then obviously you're going to keep striving, you're going to keep going at it, you're going to keep scheming. If you really want it, you're going to get there. Just don't let disappointment affect you in any way.
Don't let disappointment stop your growth. Just because you got disappointed before doesn't mean that it's the end of your life. Push yourself. You get knocked down, get back up real quick, and hustle again. Go after it again. don't let disappointment steal your potential, your purpose, your destiny away from you.
And make you just feel like you're not good enough, or that you're not capable of getting to where you want to go. Because you, honestly, you are. Just things just don't happen
The way that you want them to happen, and that's life. Life will throw all sorts of obstacles. But when those obstacles come through, just be like, you know what? I'm still determined to go after everything that's made for me. Every single thing that's for me, I'm coming after it. Even though I've been through so much crap or whatever is happening in your life.
And it literally builds you, because when things don't work out right, you know what doesn't work. So that's another thing you could be like, okay, so I know this doesn't work, I'm going to try something different. So it's just, it makes you smarter. So
okay, disappointment can be good.
Yeah, it's a good bad thing. Yeah.
It's a very good thing.
Yeah. So next thing that we want to talk about,
I feel like we've already talked
friendships.
We've already covered that.
Do you want to do family, or is that
family? Okay, family is a big one. Like family is like life right there. And I guess what I could say is listen to your parents. Even though some of the stuff they say are just like, are you for real? Are you serious right now? Listen to them, because they see things that you cannot see.
And they have your best interest at heart.
Yeah, they have the best interest at heart for you. And just be open to even listen to them when they just want to take away even things that you thought that you needed, because there's a reason why they do certain things. We might not understand them, but there's always a reason why they do certain things. And I guess don't be angry at them when they don't allow you to do certain things in life, because there's seasons where they will eventually allow you to do those things. They just know you so well that our child is not ready, so we will, you know, slowly transition them into that thing that they want to go after. Like your parents do have, well, some parents, I'm not going to say that all parents.
Generally.
Some parents do have the best intentions for your life. So trust them. And, you know,
just I feel like you should, family is so big, never take your family for granted. They're literally people that are always there. Like, your family is always someone, like, whatever happens in your life, you can always fall back on your family. If you decide to move out, things don't work out, you can always come back home, all that kind of stuff. So just one of the biggest things, never take the people that mean the most to you
for granted.
Yeah, because obviously, like, whenever things don't go right, they're always going to be the people that will be there for you no matter what. No matter who you meet, no matter where you go, your family is just going to be there to back you up, and they're always going to be there to support you, and they just care for you. And
yeah, and also family is good as well, but then you have certain family where you're just like, do I really need you in my life?
You need to, at some point you need to be able to make a decision for yourself about
what you're gonna take in and what you're not gonna put up with, because you have to know yourself so well. And I guess family is also a complex thing.
But if you're like I know sometimes, you know, you just end up getting like siblings that you just can't deal with, or like people that take away from you and are just very toxic, because there's families that are toxic. You need to realize what you deserve and, you know, what you should be taking, because a lot of families kind of just drain the life out of you. Like, all they want is money from you. Oh, we're family, you know, you need to support this family, help this family, but then you're being pulled into things that kind of just ruin you. So you need to be able to make a decision for yourself, family wise. Is your family really, if they're not, that is,
are they really there to support you as your family? Are they really there to
They
strengthen
want
you
the
and
best
push
for
you
you.
up? Do they
Yeah.
really want the best for you?
Mm.
Because as much as you can have family, and family's a great foundation, sometimes you're gonna have relatives or even your parents who are a bit dodgy.
And
So you have to really know yourself, like, who am I and what am I going to choose to take in? Oh. Or what am I going to choose to just not bother me? Right? So it's very important to guard your heart and to guard your spirit above all things, right?
And another thing is, like, I feel like a lot of, especially, like, if you're, like, from another country, because, like, as Africans, a lot of parents have this kind of old-fashioned view on things. And that can be hard sometimes, because like, you want to go out and do things where your parents are like, no, girls can't play football, or girls can't do this. Sometimes you need to know how to deal with it in a respectful manner, because you need to realize that this is what they grew up with, and sometimes you just need to show them that this is really what you want, instead of just approaching it in, like, a way where you're just going to end up losing family members just because you were a bit kind of like, no, this is my thing, and I hate y'all don't care about me. So yeah, just be smart enough to know how to deal with your family. If things don't go your way, be able to treat them in the way that they deserve to be treated still, because no one deserves rudeness and all that kind of stuff, even if your ideas don't same. Even if your ideas and thoughts and stuff don't align, you still need to be able to approach it in, like, a grown-up way. Yeah. And it's hard when you're still growing up and you just want to do what you want and you've got this passion in you, but your parents are like, no. Yeah.
And also pray, like, really do pray. Pray. That's all I can say, is just pray, because God can change hearts, and He can do things that you can't do in your natural power, you know. So.
Which ties into our next topic, which is God.
Yeah, God. What's good, God? The big man upstairs. What's up? How you doing?
But the thing is, you guys need to realize that God is before you. God is behind you. God is ever present with you. He's got this purpose that is bigger than you, and He knows what you're capable of, and He's just waiting for you to, like, work towards that purpose. And you know, He's literally just there barracking for you, like, yes,
that's my kid.
That's my child.
That's my kid right there.
Exactly. So sometimes, no matter what you go through, no matter what doubts hit you, no matter, with every step you take, with every pain you experience, with every sweat, with every tear, God is there. And you guys need to realize, and there's a lot of times in your life where you go through episodes where things don't go right, you lose your job, you can't find a job, you lose your family, you know. God is always there no matter what, and you guys need to realize that. The sooner you realize that, the better life will be. And the fact that God has a plan, no matter if you're living, you know, on the streets in poverty, God still has a plan, because whatever you're going through, He's going to use it and turn it into something greater, something bigger. And your story, exactly, your story is going to be an example for someone else to be able to go through what they're going, because God does not waste pain. He never wastes pain. Whatever pain you're going through, He's gonna turn it into something else. And you guys need to, and it's like a scale, you know. One way, if you're down here, one way the scale's gonna tip over at some point.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah, so if you're down here, there's no way for you to go but up. So yeah, just trust in God and all the plans that He has for you.
Yeah, even when it seems like He's not there, you're just like, oh my gosh, God, how do I get out of this prison where nothing is going the way that I thought it would happen? Just keep trusting Him and just keep that faith and that hope that you're going to get out of that situation. Like, I wish there were times when I was younger where I didn't place myself in certain situations. because I didn't trust him. And now, as I see what I've been through and what's happened in my life, all my pain that I've been through, God is slowly but surely turning it into a beautiful story. And he never abandons his children. Even if it seems like he's abandoned you, he's always there, like, okay, kid, I'm right here.
Sometimes you just can't see because we're too
see.
focused on what we're going through.
Yeah, what's happening. It's like, kid, I'm right here, I'm right here. Can you hear me speaking to you? Can you hear me blessing you every day?
We
Like, not here, can you see?
Yeah,
Can you
sometimes
see
we
me
let
blessing?
our problems be louder than because we're too focused on we end up blocking out the fact that he's just there waiting for you to be like, help. And sometimes just like, oh my gosh, I hate this, why is God doing this to me? Like, he's literally just waiting for you to be like, help me, and he's just there. So we need to let go and let God and stop being focused on our own abilities and being able to do everything ourselves, because sometimes we can't.
We really do need. We need him. Like, I've realized that in my life. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why isn't anything going well? Then it's like, hello, I'm right here. Like, why are you focusing on these other stuff when I am right here so I can assist you? Yeah, with so many blessings. I'm just like, oh, fine, dude, you can help me, you know. But God is an amazing person. And even if you don't believe in him and you're watching this, he still loves you.
Whatever God you believe in.
Yeah, still loves you. So just take life easy. Life is a beautiful thing.
It is.
Despite all the other stuff that comes with it, it is a beautiful thing, and there's a greater purpose for your life. And
so next thing we want to talk about is jealousy in comparison. We live in a world where, well, this is like a digital age, right? So there's so many things online that we just see all the time that's just bombarded in our face. Not just online, in magazines, on TV. We see how people look perfect all the time. People who have amazing cars, who have this and that, and who were like, I don't know, millionaires by the age of 23, 21. And you're just here looking at yourself like trying your hardest. You're literally living, trying to your best all the time, and you're nowhere getting there. And that's the thing. People you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That person who's a millionaire could be going home and they're alone, they're lonely, they've got no family, they could be, you know, suffering from depression, and, you know, money and all that kind of stuff. People don't realize, although it's nice to have, it doesn't fulfill you. It literally doesn't. There's so many things that you could buy to be happy, but for how long are you going to be happy? That car that you spent like $500,000 on, it's gonna get old, and there's always gonna be a newer version, more expensive version. That clothes that you bought, that's at some point there's gonna be a new season next year, and someone's gonna be wearing that. Like, you just need to realize that you need to be content with yourself and your life and your own journey, and not constantly be comparing yourself in your journey to someone else, because people go through different things, people have different journeys, and you could have a great purpose, so your journey's supposed to be something else. Like, I think of it as, and don't worry about age as well, because literally I remember reading this post about a lot of successful people who achieved what they have achieved and are very well known, but, you know, by the time they achieved and done great things, they were like 30, their mid-30s, their mid-40s, all that kind of stuff. Like Walt Disney, he was pretty old when he became successful. What's her name? J.K. Rowling, when she wrote Harry Potter and became she's literally the most successful author ever, but it took her till she was like 35 before she got her book.
Oprah as well.
Yeah, Oprah. Even so all these amazing people who have achieved, it didn't happen in 2 years or 1 year. They just kept working, and they were once at the bottom of, you know, everyone else. They were struggling. They went through years of struggle, and they still kept going, and they reached where they are now. So you can't just be here doing your bare minimum and thinking, oh, how did they get up there when they've literally went through
and
years of struggle for that.
You start feeling insecure about it, like, oh my gosh, how did they get in TV? Oh, Cardi B, like, she's making millions. Maybe I should go become a stripper or whatever so I can have her rags to riches story. But you don't know what she had to endure to become the woman that she is now and what she's doing. Like, she's very successful in her music, but we don't know what it took to get there.
The sacrifice.
Yeah, the sacrifice. Like, you can't look at a person's life and think that the recipe of success will be the same.
The same for you.
Everybody has a different recipe. Everybody has a different story. My story is not going to be the same as your story. And her story is not going to be the same as your story. Everybody has different parts to take in life. So with social media, whatever you see on social media, don't let that affect you and how you view yourself and think that you're a failure because you haven't attained what all these celebrities have and what all these powerful people have in this world. Like, dude, be content with your portion, and be content in who you are. Like, you have your own story, you have your own life. Make your own story and make your own life how you want it to be, and do well at it, and stay in your lane. Like, stay in your lane. I know the grass looks green on the other side, but what about your own grass? Like, seriously.
Grass might be green on the other side, but maybe someone's putting in a lot of their gardening, putting in their work, watering their grass. That's why it's greener. Grass is not just,
just
you could be neglecting your grass because you're staring. I love how it's for someone else's grass. Damn, it's nice grass.
I need that in my life.
Exactly.
Just like, no. What about your own life?
Yeah.
What are you doing about your own situation in your life so you can get better? You know. So social media and comparing yourself, like, you'll never be happy with comparing yourself to another person's life because
it's not gonna do anything for you.
Yeah, it's not. Those people don't pay your bills.
Exactly. They didn't give birth to you.
Exactly. They don't do nothing in your life. So stop comparing yourself. Let Beyonce be Beyonce. Let Cardi be Cardi. Let Nicki
and you be a new version of yourself.
Yeah, new version of yourself. You be better on your own. That's exactly what I would have told my younger self. Sorry. That's exactly what I would have told my younger self. Because, the stuff that I put myself through. Feeling insecure. It's just like, yeah. Yeah.
And the last thing that we want to talk about is our potential and self-worth as well. We're literally born, we all have this amazing capacity to do amazing things, right? But it's up to us whether we put in the work, whether we, go out to reach our full potential. Because everyone has a different purpose, everyone has a different talents, but it's whether we push or not towards those talents that we have, taking what we have and turning it into something bigger, something greater. So just because and sometimes you need to focus on what you have and what was given to you. Sometimes we don't have a voice like Beyonce, but what we have is a business mindset and like this amazing understanding of investing or whatever it is. So you need to work with what you have and what you love, instead of being like, oh no, I want that, I don't want this. It's not going to work if you're trying to strive for something else but you can't make it work because it's someone else's talents, not yours.
Yeah, focus on your talents, focus on your calling and your gifts. Everybody has dreams. Everybody has a purpose to serve. Who knows? You could be the one to cure AIDS.
Exactly.
You could be the one to come up with the next really cool phone or whatever.
Invention.
You could have that. But
it's not gonna come out if you're focusing on something else that someone's already done.
Yeah, you need to focus on your dreams. Those dreams are valid. You are valid. Your purpose is valid. Just because somebody told you that it cannot be done, it can be done.
Don't listen to anyone's doubts. Don't let anyone ever doubt you, because you know what you're capable of. You know what. Sorry, my stomach is rumbling. It's so loud. You know what is in you. You know what you care about. You know yourself better than anyone else. So you can't have someone else that like on the outside just saying no, you can't do this, because you just say watch me and go for it. And you'll never know until you go for it.
Yeah, and you know your self-worth. When you know your self-worth, you are able to shut off any voices that are stopping you from realizing your dreams and realizing what your calling and purpose is in life. And you will only get, sorry, I think somebody's home. You will only get there when you stop looking everywhere else and stay focused.
It's like running a race. Like if you're running a race, if you're constantly looking backwards trying to see where everyone else in the race, it's going to slow you down. But if you focus in what's in front of you, in your own, you can run your fastest, because every time you turn it just takes away from your speed. So just run in your own lane and you'll get there. You'll finish the race.
And you do so amazing. Like, we believe in you. You can achieve great things. You have so much potential. Just stop looking at everybody else and chase the prize. Okay, just chase that prize. But yeah, I think
that's it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps you guys so much. And yeah, this is Ruth. I'll leave her social media links and stuff below. She's also a YouTuber, so you can go check out her channel. She's a photographer as well, so I'll link her photography page. So check out her amazing pictures. It's so amazing. And if you ever need a photographer and you're in Melbourne, you know what to do.
Or you're in London, or you're in America,
whatever.
anywhere.
She's got big plans.
Yeah, big.
And just watch this space.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye.